Welcome to Latineadhd, the podcast where cultura and ADHD intersect. I am your host, Dr. Janice Castro, a licensed psychologist, here to help you feel a little more seen and less alone. As always, this podcast is for education and community, not a replacement for therapy. Today, we're talking about something that so many of us struggle with, trusting ourselves, especially when we've spent years feeling not enough or believing that voice in your head that says, I'm always messing up. Even as a psychologist, I've had moments where I didn't trust myself. I would promise myself, I'm going to stop by 5 o'clock. No laptop, no emails, no work. And guess what happened when 5 o'clock rolled around? I worked anyways. I told myself just one more email, just a few more minutes. Before I knew it, an hour passes by. Later that night, I remember feeling disappointed, not just because I was tired and hungry, but because I broke a promise to myself. That feeling, that I did it again moment, that can chip away at your confidence little by little. And for many adults with ADHD, that feeling is so familiar. You tell yourself, I'll be on time, I'll start earlier next time, I won't forget this time. And then life happens and your brain goes in 20 different directions. And then suddenly you're late again and you're distracted again. It's not that you're lazy or careless. It's that ADHD makes consistency harder. And then shame jumps in and whispers, see, you can't trust yourself. That's a really hard place to be in. Here's what happens inside the brain. Shame lights up the same areas that processes physical pain. It actually hurts. And over time, that pain becomes self-criticism. I'm unreliable. I'm too emotional. I'm a mess. Remind yourself, self-trust isn't about being perfect. It's about learning that when you mess up, you don't have to tear yourself down. Rebuilding trust with yourself takes small, gentle steps. It's kind of like getting back into shape after an injury. You don't start with a marathon. You start with one walk around the block. Here's a simple ADHD-friendly tool I call the One Promise Rule. Each week, make one small promise to yourself and keep it. It could be that this week, I'll drink 1 glass of water before my coffee. Or I'll take a 5-minute stretch break before bed. Or I'll set a reminder to text that friend I keep thinking about. Keeping that promise isn't about productivity. It's about building self-trust. Every time you follow through, your brain learns, hey, I can count on me. And when you forget, because you will forget sometimes, that's your chance for self-compassion. You can say, I broke my promise today. This hurts. A lot of people struggle with being consistent. That doesn't mean I'm broken. I can try again tomorrow. If you want to learn more about how to practice self-compassion, go back and listen to the season 1 finale of Latine ADHD called Feeling Broken and Finding Strength. That episode walks you through the 3 parts of self-compassion and how to use it when that inner critic gets loud. So, here's your reflection for the week. What's one small promise you can make and actually keep to yourself this week? Write it down, because writing it down makes a difference. Say it out loud. Tell a friend if that helps. And remember, building self-trust isn't about being perfect. It's about staying kind when you're not doing what you said you were going to do. If you're ready for therapy that feels calm and culturally aware, I'm taking new adult clients for therapy online in California. You can find more information on my website or email me. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Latine ADHD. Healing shame takes time, and every small act of trust is a step back home to yourself. If this episode resonated, share it with a friend or leave a review. It helps our community grow and reminds others that they're not alone. Hasta la próxima. Cuídate mucho. Before you go, I want to share another podcast I think you'll love. It's called Grad School Femtoring. Here's the quick preview.
Hola, my name is Doctora Yvette, and I'm the host of the Grad School Femtoring podcast, the place for first-gen BIPOCs to listen in on conversations about grad school and growth. Listen each week to compassionate and unapologetic solo and guest episodes where we cover all things grad school and career advice, social justice and activism, wellness and self-care, and first-gen BIPOC experiences. Tune in on all podcasting platforms or go to gradschoolfemtoring.com/podcast to learn more.